The beginning of school year is often the worst time of the year. We got classes starting soon. Soon we're going to have to get up at 7 a.m. instead of getting up at 10 a.m., which I'm guilty of doing. But to be honest, that is not the worst part of school. The worst part of school is the word that I got right here, books. Now this word books, it stands for me. Breaking out of cash sucks. And the reason why I say this is because we spend too much on books. Now, according to the LTRIC main website, the bookstore is run by the Follett Higher Education Group. Well, I got news for this higher education group. We spend too much on books. Now, I have here some books that I had from last semester. And let me just show you what I think of this pile. The study guide. It's helpful, but really I didn't use it in class. This book right here. We had PowerPoint presentations all on the contents of everything in this book, so really, it's not needed. I didn't even touch this book. This book I read at home because we had to read some stories, so okay, we'll use it. This is a solutions book. It has answers in this book. But if you take a look in the back of this book, page, take a look. Most of the answers are in the back. So this book we need. This book, however, it's not needed. Take a look. I just reduced a $400 price down to about maybe $100. See, we're spending too much money on books that is not needed. According to a website called www.mappy/research-insist.org, students spend about $1,000 on textbooks each year for school alone. Now, when I asked the whole audience around here, about 65% of you said that you spend around $600. And then when I asked you another question, and when you get to return your books, a lot of you said about a third of you get the price you deserve back. Now, when I took my books back, I had to keep all of these books. Now, a couple of the books I got to return. This book, but these books right here, I didn't get to return. And the funny thing about all of this is I saw somebody with this exact book leaving to use this book in another class. Now, why do I have to keep this book? You want to know what's going to happen to this book? It's never going to be used again. That's probably what's going to happen. It's going to be thrown away. Well, not thrown away, but never going to be used again. Now, when I returned my books, I only got about 5% of my price back, $30 from $600. Now, to all of you and to me, that is unacceptable. I believe that the price of books should be at least half of what we are spending. I mean, we're already spending too much money just going to school. I mean, I believe that this money can go towards gas and ways to make the school better. I mean, we got some people coming in from Schnecksville every day. Now, you might not think that that's a bad thing for one day, but when you do it every single day, that's when your gas tank is going to go empty. and you're going to be spending like $10 a day for gas. Now, there are ways that you can get at a more reasonable price from bookstores. You can use the online bookstores possibly to get the best price, but you gotta watch yourself with those, because it takes time, and there might be some money plus the shipping and handling involved. You also got to pay attention to the return policy payment methods and shipping options for these online books. You can also check out the bulletin boards out there. Sometimes people are selling books at a more reasonable price. Or you could just ask around your fellow students, see if they want to give you their books at a more reasonable price than those bookstores. Okay, let me just tone down on the complaining for a little bit. I'm not saying that we should not have to pay for our books and that the books should be provided by the schools. I mean, it does teach us responsibility and the value of $1 when purchasing our books. I am just saying that if we just reduce the prices of books a little bit every year and maybe make them your wallets do not have to look like this. I hope you enjoyed my presentation today. And thank you all for listening. And remember, fight the power!